My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
All right, today is August 5th, 2026. It is 4:25 p.m. in the afternoon. I have some time, even though I should be working on other things, but I thought, you know what? Let me get some of those recording out of the way. I could always edit them later tonight. So let's go on X. There's a lot of discussion going on. You know, as a matter of fact, this I just put it on the list. It was like last. So it's on, since I have it on the screen, I might as well go over it. The New York City no one shows you. I thought that was very interesting. Those neighborhood. My mother-in-law lives, and I don't know if it's the same area, but the area that she lives in have some of those nice houses. I think there's a music with it. Yeah, it looks very calm. You will not think it's in Brooklyn or something like that. When I go visit my mother-in-law, you will go from one neighborhood, it looks so peaceful, like you completely not in the city at all, and then you turn the next block, completely different vibe. So there's my comment here. My mother-in-law lives in an area similar to it. This is why we need Landmarks Preservation Commission, young and up-and-coming developers, and sadly some architects sees money rather than the beauty of these architectural features of these homes. Now they just want to, whenever they get a plot of land, they just want to build up. I mean, I can understand they want to make money and all of that, but sometimes we need to preserve those old buildings, houses, the design, the features, and all of that. All right, so I'm done with this. I had it last, but now it's first. I'm not gonna cover it again. Next tweet. All right, Montecito besties. Tracy wishing Meghan a happy birthday. So sweet. All right, so I guess that's from IG. Happy birthday to my partner in crime. Love doing life with you. One bam bird at a time. Love you, Meghan. That's nice. That is very nice. That is very nice. Okay, the hummingbirds on the cake. Isn't that it reminds me their logo. Which logo? That logo. That's what it reminds me. That logo here. Right here. All right, let's go back. That's what it reminds me. The hummingbird, similar to that. Okay. OMG, the cake, beautiful photos. I love that. She has such an amazing group of besties. Love that cake. All right, let's go to the next tweet. There's some stuff that I see the squad talking about. Something must have happened to the Derangers, Royal Rats or something, but I can't figure out who karma have strike. All right, I can't get enough of that gorgeous kitchen. It gives Mrs. laughing my off. Okay, I'm just gonna go over it like that, okay, because I cannot share it properly. I'm gonna have to create screenshot, and I have 2 videos that I made earlier today, where I shared the video properly, not really properly, but I still put screenshot. All right, you could live there and be very happy. Happy Earth Day, Mrs. Sussex. Dance more in that kitchen, tap them feet to beat of your heart. Sway to that sparkles of your soul, boundlessly dance because it adds to your quality of life. May it be healing, may it be joyous, may it be serving your soul. Okay, may it be serving your soul. I so want to see what's in that tray. Same here. I love Meghan's beautiful updated Mediterranean kitchen, everything about it. The derangers, the leftovers, no, the daddy fell. I think already put something about it. Did I put it on my community board? Yep, I have this on the list. Unbelievable. Alright, there's the video again. Meghan's new Instagram story. She and Harry are having the best time with the birthday surprise he planned for her this morning and the breakfast he made for her. Alright, so okay, this one is the short version without the dogs. Alright, I like how he penned over there to show off his bagel arrangement skills. Too cute. These are the small little things. To tell you the truth, I think Meghan, I'm not speaking for her, but this is for me. I think Meghan appreciates those small gestures more than, buying, I don't know, whatever. Gesture come from the heart. It shows you care. You put time and energy in it. It's more meaningful than just buying something. You could buy something and put it together. Let's say the bread. If Harry doesn't know how to make bread, he could buy the bread, put it together with cheese and whatever. It's more meaningful than, let's say, someone else do it for you. I think Meghan appreciates that more than anything. And this is why, okay, I'm off script now. There's no script. I'm off topic. That's what I mean. I think Meghan's investment, okay, not money investment, time investment, be patient with Harry to get the help that he needed to be that best version of himself, not to change to be a different person, but to get rid of the negativity, the things that then align with Meghan, to get the help, stop the drinking, stop the smoking, and all of that. This is what Meghan got out of her investment. Okay, remember when they were cooking, I don't remember where I read that, could have been in one of those things. Meghan and Harry were cooking, and then they had some sort of a disagreement, and Meghan left the kitchen and went, I think Harry was explaining that, and Meghan left the space that they were having the disagreement with, and she went and sit in the room. Okay, when Harry realized Meghan then come back, she took a while, he went and looked for her. That's when Meghan told him, look, if you want a family, this kind of talk, this negativity, she doesn't want it.
When my wife saved me,
Yeah.
I was stuck in this world.
Yeah.
And she was from a different world and
Yeah.
helped sort of draw me out of that. But none of the elements of my life now would have been possible without me seeing it for myself.
Yeah.
As we know, it's one of the, it's hard to change. It's almost impossible to change other people.
Yeah.
But you got to start with changing yourself.
Exactly.
And allow that growth to happen. But yes, my partner is an exceptional human being, and I'm eternally grateful for the wisdom and the space that she's been able to give to me.
Well, there's an incident in the book where you kind of lose it. I think you lose your temper, and she says to you, "You can't do that with me.
Mm-hmm.
I will not be with a person who does that.
Mm-hmm.
I will not have children with a person who does that.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to figure out what's going on inside yourself." And my wife, bless her soul, has always challenged me to, she wouldn't put up with anything less than my true self.
Mm-hmm.
And what a gift.
Mm-hmm.
And so relationships, but not just with spouses, but also with people who see you and accept you, such an important part of healing, I think.
And I needed that.
Yeah.
I really needed that. I needed that pushback. I needed that moment of, again, scared of losing her. And it was a real moment because of the question that she asked.
Yeah.
She said, is it because that was how you were brought up, or that you've experienced or seen or heard, other people within your life speak to women like that? And it was like a light bulb moment. It was like, wow.
Yeah.
That's where it comes from. Not an excuse.
No.
Just
An understanding.
Of how these things manifest themselves and how we are so much a product of our own upbringing.
And you could see, everything that they say, you could see the result of it. Okay, if they were the type who's always recording, this is a small glimpse. Okay, I truly understand that. I'm 100% sure not every day it's like that. But at least the yelling, the screaming, or fighting, it's not. Okay? But this is the type of things that Meghan wanted out of Harry. And I think Harry was searching for that too. But the environment that he was living in with all those negative people, look at even after he left the freaking country, they still trying to do him harm. Okay? Inflicted unnecessary harm to him. This is the peaceful life that he said he was looking for.
But I hope that helps you understand what it had come to. That I would step my family back from all I have ever known. To take a step forward into what I hope can be a more peaceful life.
The moment that I saw that video, I thought of that speech that he made at the Center Valley, which is what I made out of that video. Okay, I already made it public. Where is it? It's in that video as well, is at the beginning, and I turned it into a short, that one. I didn't put any season or episode on it. That one. Okay, let's go back. Okay, I like how he bent over there to show off his bagel arrangement skills. Too cute. These two oldies are cringe AF. I told you it was Harry. Love it. Not a day older than 52. All right, let's go to the next tweet. Oh, this one. This is funny. This is funny. Unfortunately, I cannot play it properly. And the music as well. Them. Meghan's birthday is over. You can stop with the celebration. The squad. I'll try my best to share it. You know, this person is dancing. It's like a singer who's dancing and singing. It's like, it's not over. Let's see the sound. Quick, maybe 2 seconds. The squad, they're like, it's not over. That's me here. Oh, let me pause this. Okay, LOL. August is Meghan, Duchess of oh man, I misspelled it. Month. Let me rewrite. Month. Let me delete that. Alright, so I fixed myself. Okay, I mean, they will live. Okay, they need to know that August is International Meghan Sussex Month. That's a good one. The squad, it's over when we say it's over, period. That's good. Well, it's actually over when we feel like. Go away, derangers. You weren't invited. Happy birthday to Princess Meghan. Meghan, okay, there's all those hashtags. Alright, next tweet. There's more comment, but let's move on. The same vibe continue with the comments. Alright, so I decided to take a gospel to TikTok. So I joined a few days ago. So this squaddy just joined TikTok. And I think I respond to it 8 hours ago. I'm still not there. I don't think I will join. I'm not going to say never. But right now, the political madness is too much for me. There's another reason why I do not want to join yet. Okay, yet. Just follow you. Welcome to the madness. Let me go share all your videos too. Alright. Oh, thank you. Yes, thank you for spreading the good word. A true Sussex missionary. Haha, haha. Love the Sussex missionary. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. To tell you the truth, I really want to join, but something else is preventing me. Alright, next tweet. As Kaiser often says, and water is wet. There's no comment to this. Let me go and retweet. Yes, we already knew this was the reason for the poor treatment Meghan received and continues to receive. One can never appear to outshine the monarch or the heir. Okay, I understand these people. Okay, let's say we agree with that, even though I don't. Okay, just for discussion purposes. Let's say, okay, we agree no one can outshine the monarch or the heir. Fine. But what are they doing for people to actually give them that privilege of being at that high level? They're already there. There's nothing I can do. I'm not even living there. But what kind of things feasible that they are doing where they really deserve that high level of praise? Everywhere they go is distraction. It's manipulation, putting people in pain. They just take and take and take and take, and they a little bit with this part here, Charles does give a little bit back, okay, with his whatever trust something that he has done, but that does not equate to the amount that he's taking from the people. Okay, if they were doing something that actually really helped the country as a whole, not just selected few, as a whole, maybe we would say, okay, he deserved that. No one should ever outshine him. You know, as I'm saying this, I'm going to share a video. It's on the list, but it was further down, about the New York City mayor, things that he's doing. I'll put that next. Let me finish with this. Alright, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, arrives for the Police Center for Media Gala honoring actor and director Tyler Perry at the Beverly Wilshire Hotel on December 4th, 2024. Outsiders are accepted provided they do not become more powerful or overshadow family members. In my time, Charles used to hate being overshadowed by Princess Diana at walkabouts. I believe this was part of the reason for the breakup. I feel palace employees and members of the royal family could see Meghan's charm was making her into another Diana in waiting. Okay. The thing is that the same thing. What has he done since Princess Diana to make people to be cheering for him? Since Diana. It's been more than 2 decades since Princess Diana died. He got rid of her. I mean, you could allegedly, that accident, many questionable things about it. Alright? What has he done to deserve that high praise from people? Okay, he's already up there. There's nothing I can do about it, like I said a few moments ago. But from the individuals to get the praise, yeah, there's some royalists who can never see reality and they're still drinking the monarchy's Kool-Aid. There's nothing a lot of people can do about it. But the other people, what have they done for the people as a whole to deserve praise for them? All right, so there's no comment. That was that. The person blocked the comment. I'm gonna pause and go look for the New York City mayor thing tweet that I put on the list. All right, so this is the tweet. I bookmarked this because of the comment. I didn't want it to get lost in the middle of the tweet, but this is the tweet. Alright, let me read that first. Bro, this shit is effing hilarious. Mandani is literally getting shit done. We need that. There's the N-word and Houston, bro. Our roads look like the things a crack. Okay, that's the word here. Alright, I don't want to say it. So what this person is making reference to, I'll come back to this. Alright, this is the video here. Let me go into it so it could get bigger.
Yo, Mamdani, bro, we need your help, gang. We need your help. We need your help. Look, like, gang, why is there a whole hole in the road, gang? That big ass hole. You see all these cracks, gang? And then there's another one right there. What is this? Come on, Mamdani. Come on, Mamdani. I ain't gonna lie. We need your help.
Okay, so this is part 2.
Hey, y'all see how the world works, bro? You see how in the morning I said there was 2 potholes, right? Look what happened after I come back from work. What, nigga? Nigga, Mamdani, I did not know you was like that, nigga. Nigga, that quick? I said this shit like literally in the morning. That shit gone already. Nah, we love you, Mamdani. What the fuck?
Alright, so I was trying to see if it was the same space. You know, things can be easily manipulated, but when this is the video 2, okay, let's see, more like, I don't want to keep on playing again. Just look in the background. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Slightly up, right there. You see the corner here, the gate? Okay, I'm trying to match it with video 1. Okay, there's the sidewalk and there's the gate. I could hardly see it properly. Let me play it again. Right there. It pan over really quickly. Okay, you see a little bit more of the gate. You see how the gate is? I can't see much upper, but There's the sidewalk. There's the curb cut here. The curb cut is where they cut through the curb cut to the curb, so people with wheelchair could easily get into, you know, the other side of the sidewalk. Okay, so I'm looking at this, the gate, the fence. Okay, I'm going to video one that he did.
Donnie, bro, we need your help. Like game. Why is
He
there
didn't
a
show.
hole in
He didn't show too much of the surrounding in the video, both videos, but I'm trying to connect to see if it's the same
the
thing.
road, gang? That big ass hole. You see all these
I
cracks,
think it
gang?
was near the
And then
end.
there's another one right there.
Near
What's
the end.
this?
All this, you see the mark on the sidewalk, the line, the writing. Okay.
Come on, Mamdani.
Let's see. Bam. There it is. There's the curb cut that I was just talking about. And then there's the fence. So it's the same place. The same spot. Okay. So on the same day, in the morning, he did that and posted. I think he tagged the mayor. And then when he come back, the thing was done. All right. So let's go back. I wanted to get back to this comment here. Bro, this shit isn't effing hilarious. Mandani is literally getting shit done. We need that. There's the N-word and Houston, bro. Our roads look like the thing ASS cracks. Alright, there's me responding like an hour ago. Vote the right person in. Alright, and there's this here. And I think Michigan is leading the right way as well. If I didn't follow too much, but I heard about it. The Michigan primary that's going on. I think the person who won for the Democratic is similar to Mandani. In terms of religion, I don't know. All right, let's listen to this. All right, Michigan voter, quote, I voted for Abdul because he doesn't take money from APAC. I'm not voting for anyone who takes money from APAC. And why is that? Let's listen.
Abdul.
And why is that?
Because he doesn't take money from APAC. I'm not voting for anybody who takes money from APAC.
And why is that?
Because the money should be spent here, not over there.
Overall change in people who had an independent view and thought process of what's right for the voters, not what's right for corporate PACs or what's right for any affiliations that support them.
Abdul.
And why
So
is
this is why they wanted to capture all form of communication, so they don't put the proper information out there. Once there's a lot of thing that needs to be fixed, to revisit all the things that Trump touched and messed up needs to be revisited. If some of you who've been following me for a very long time, when certain things like that happening, because they were doing it so quietly, people weren't paying attention. But since now it's out in the open, people are being affected by it. You know, the same reason that I accepted the result of the 2024 election, I was devastated once I saw he won. But a day or so after, I was in a depression. Once I saw the result of the 2024 election, I was depressed. I posted about it on my community board. And then I took a day off and thought about it. And I was like, you know what? I'm okay with it. Because if Kamala Harris had won, it would have been a 4 years waste of time. Completely waste of time. Why? Because they will do almost the same thing that they did to President Obama after his first term. The second part of his first term. Because they block everything that he did, he wanted to do. But in his first term, first portion, because they had got the House, the Senate, similar to Trump right now. The House, the Senate, they didn't get the Supreme Court because they didn't really need they did need it because the Republicans were suing Democrats because of the ACA. But the thing is that the first term he was able to pass the ACA to get everybody health care. Okay? So because the Democrat had the House, the Senate, and the presidency, similar to Trump right now. So instead of doing things for the public, for the people of the United States, what he's doing? Pretty much the entire world. He's going after the entire world. So now this is why I was like, I accepted it because All of those things that you see Trump is doing, they were doing it already quietly. People were not really paying attention. But now that he touched all those things and many part of the Constitution and all that, all of this needs to be revisited and structure it in a way where this doesn't happen again. That's the only good part about it. Now that Americans are aware of it. Now, is American gonna vote the right way? Comes the next presidential election, I'm crossing my finger, because right now, despite, okay, if you live outside the US, you will see the debacle. But despite all of the nonsense that you are seeing, there are progress. People are awakening. Okay, and I have to thank the 92%ers and the 80%ers, because if they had gone on the street protests and screaming and this and that, this is what they wanted. More further distraction. Okay, the squirrel type of things. So they will be focused on African American while they're doing all those debacle that you see that's happening globally. We will not know about it because they will be focusing on African American. So African American did not give them that opportunity to distract from the nonsense that they are doing. So all of this, kudos to African Americans. All right. Let me read some of the comments. There were some funny comments there. Thought I lost my damn transmission, and a few times after I hit a pothole, I literally stopped my errands and went home. I was so over it, bro. There was one comment that I thought that was kind of funny, where they said, "Go get your own Mandani." That's what I was. Oh, there it is here. Nah, get your own Mandani. There's the laugh here. All right, that one I was looking for. But anyway, that wasn't the reason I put this. Okay, about Mayor Mamdani. These are the things, small little things like that. It may not be much for some people, but to see he's paying attention. There's so many other things I see he's doing. I didn't put on the list about pre-K for kids. I think JTB sometimes talk about him. I think JTB lives in New York, so he sometimes speaks about it. The reason I wanted to talk about him right after the royal family tweet is that they want praise for doing absolutely nothing, but yet there's Mandani here in New York doing things, taking care of the constituent, the people who voted for him. There's, like I've said in the original recording, there's a lot of things he's doing to help the city. Okay, so if Charles wants praise, there's Mandani who's doing things where people are praising him. Okay? Do things for the people. Then you'll get the praise. That's pretty much why I switched that tweet around. Let's leave this topic alone. Let's go back to my list. So I think I'm done with Meghan's birthday. These are some other discussion. This one is very good. I put it because it reminds me of Harry and Meghan. I didn't even listen to it yet. Let's pause. So this is Tom Holland. That's Zandaya's husband. Okay, Tom Holland isn't even a green flag. He's a bright neon green sign that says safety and warmth. He said that he struggled with alcohol for years and kept battling the addiction until he met Zandaya, who wouldn't let him touch her or agree to date him while he was drinking. It wasn't the only reason he decided to quit, but it gave him even more motivation to fight the biggest addiction of his life. The whole time, he thought Zandaya just wasn't into him. It's really impressive that he took a personal inventory, realized he had a problem, and took the steps to fix it. Okay? This is what the leftovers need to do. Go get help. Okay? I believe he's an English man. Okay? And now they are married. And this show you the respect, self-respect that Zandaya has. Okay? And with that, I have to give her mother credit. Her mother is white and her father is black. So all this I have to give credit to both parents as well. Because I don't follow her too much, but I know little here and there. Because she's well-rounded, very well-rounded to be an entertainer. I think even as a child actor, everywhere that she goes, the mother goes. This is why you don't see many of these things happen to some of these actors who come out okay from the Hollywood scene. And there are some who still can't really function because the industry abused them. Literally abused them. All right, so let's listen to him. And then I'll move on to the next tweet. That's all I wanted to share with you, okay? Let's listen.
I was definitely addicted to alcohol. Not shying away from that at all. I think anyone that wakes up and anyone that has a beer every day is probably got a little bit of a problem. But yeah, you're right. I would drink and drink and drink and drink, and then you would just reach that moment where you're like, wow, I shouldn't have had that last beer. And you wake up the next day and you have a terrible headache and you're suffering. I bought one of those rings that will tell you about your sleep.
Yeah, Aura ring.
Yeah, and it was amazing because I couldn't sleep. I was like, why can't I sleep? I'm working 14 hours a day. I'm doing 2 hours in the gym. I'm eating really healthily and I can't sleep. What's wrong with me? I bought this ring and it was booze. It was completely affecting my sleep. And since I've given it up, I can sleep anywhere, you know? It's also interesting as well, going on nights out and having a great time as the sober person, and then getting to that point in the night where people start, you know, spitting in your ear and everyone's like, I love you, man. I love you so much. And you're like, yeah, brilliant. I love you too. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to bed. Like, I love being that person now. I love seeing my friends on the golf course at 8 a.m. in the morning, feeling fresh and ready to go, and they're sort of crawling out their car, and so I'm over the moon to be sober. I love it.
I thought he was gonna talk more about Zandaya. Zandaya has really played a big role in Tom's life. Let's be mutual. All right, let's go to the next tweet. Let me see something. If there's a more longer version of this, I don't see more. I don't want to spend too much time searching. I guess Spider-Man is... Oh, my son went to see it the other day. My oldest. It is out. Okay. Spider-Man is out. My oldest went to see it the other day with his friends. Next tweet. There's no comment. When Prince Harry was talking about his mental health struggles, you made silly jokes to cash out. When Meghan was asking for grace from monsters like you and others who come online and show no mercy to others for selfish gain, you mark Meghan's pain and mental struggles 24/7 for views. Okay, I saw this. I wasn't sure. Something must have happened to the Royal Vat or the Derangers. I don't know who they're making reference to, but I saw other tweets talking about mental health. Okay, so once I know, the next tweet is about mental health as well. Once I know, I'll be more than happy to share with you, because right now I'm in the dark. All right, there's another one making reference to it. Okay, I see the ancestors have struck again. When you prey on innocent people, revel in their emotional abuse, participate in their mental health decline, and force them out when they weren't ready to be out, it's only right the universe pays you your just deserve. Sorry, not sorry. I'm still not aware who the squad are making reference to. Let me go on a quest to see who Karma strike like an hour ago. Yep, Karma is always on time. Karma, who now? Okay, can't miss it. He's all over the news. I don't know. This is an ad. Let's see. I see now. God don't sleep. Okay, not at all. I hope I move on. What my God, Kelly? Oh, her? What happened to her? And Pismon get this. No. They didn't get yes. Okay, and Martin, Maria, Brenning too. Okay, every last one of them. That's an ad. Let me see if any mention. I thought the same thing and never had a iota of compassion for him. Who? Okay, what exactly do you mean by emotional abuse? Negative judgment against truth tellers arise from a sense of malice. Okay, I don't know who. Like I said, once I know, I'll be more than happy to share with you. I moved the thing because of the video. I don't want YouTube to flag it when I'm not even talking about it. Alright, I'm already 30 minutes. I'll see when I'm editing. I might divide the recording into part 1 and part 2. Next one. Okay, maybe this is now that I start part 2. Okay. First tweet.
Tanaka. It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.